Hey everyone, the holiday season is upon us. Time for getting together with friends, family, for exchanging gifts, a dash of brandy, a time for giving, but most importantly, time for the Small19 results. So let's go through our top three. So in third place we're going to have Plane Wreck with Norse Tribute, a tight close quarters puzzle platform with the age-old Atmosphir classic mechanic of pushing boxes. In second place, we have Papayah's Treasure Raider by Papayah. Treasure Raider is the third level in Papayah's Treasure series, which he has to every time a small design challenge comes around, and I do recommend playing the others. Finally, in first place by Landfill is Enid Vault. This level combines a bunch of really fun mechanics and even manages to make use for the sound effect of the spike platform to create like a timer for the timed events in the level. So congratulations to the winners, and a lovely collection of Atmos should be finding its way into your accounts very soon. So I'm going to talk a little bit about how work on the game is going right now. The team has been really busy trying to hook everything back up, make it work how it used to. They've mainly been focusing on networking recently, and as I said in the previous episode, this is going to be like a long process. There's a lot of things they need to do. Like most of the dependencies for multiplayer have been changed in Unity since the game was last actively worked on, so multiplayer is probably going to take a little bit longer than we expected. Good news is though, logging in and profiles are all working. Work is underway to create new promotional material for investors and such, so that should be coming along really nicely. I have been running on 4 hours sleep the entire day. You know what the best cure for tiredness is? Mailbox questions! I'm going to start off with Koi, who sent in a grand total of 5 questions this time. First question, will there be a migration of levels to new Atmosphir, or do I have to create levels from scratch? So what we're aiming for is one-to-one parity with the current version of the game. Just think of this less like a new version and just like an update. It's a big update, yeah, but it is just an update. When we start work on Atmosphir 2, this sequel, I'll get back to you on level migration. There might be a feature parity which doesn't really work out. Will the original soundtrack be added to the game? Definitely. The classic tracks really hold a special place in my memory, so I personally want to make sure they return to the game. Not only will we be bringing back older tracks, we already have a full library of new music ready to be added to the game. When will we see the new GUI launcher that has been around the forums since time immemorial? We do have a new version of the launcher in the works. It's still very basic though. The main goal for this new version was to stop users from having to install GTK or Mono if you're on Mac. The fancier launcher concept is probably not going to happen for a while. All our efforts going into updating the game, making sure it all works before we start adding fancy stuff to the launcher. Will the devs implement electric cars to Atmosphir for the environment? Yeah, sure, although we aren't going for the Lara Croft Tomb Raider design, we're going all the way back to Donkey Kong, making the car 8-bit only. Do you have plans in improving or optimizing performance for Atmosphir 2? Some levels are necessarily laggy and slow down even with most high-end PCs, and yeah, this is something that will probably happen well before Atmosphir 2 even starts development, where like upgrading the engine the game is in is going to help us make the performance better. There's a lot of things we want to do to make big levels chug less, basically. So let's move on to Stolen ID's question. He asks, what are the chances of the previous player character Cameron returning to the game, maybe as a supporting character or a tutorial guide? This has been a question ever since Update 8 happened, and I certainly want to see Cameron come back to the game, even if it's just like as a character outfit, but it would definitely be cool to have Cameron come back to the game. Now from Seasprings, are there any plans to put Atmosphir on Steam? Maybe, maybe not. Like, it's all down to whether we feel that the platform of Steam would benefit the game. Like, it would make the game more marketable because, you know, it's on Steam, it's easier to download, but it's down to like the control over the platform and how like all the social elements are going to work out. From Gull, oh, I got my screens. From Gull, is the player character still vibing? Sadly, their boogieing days are now over, but they still have their amazing purple makeup on. Sebastian Law, your levels are hard. Can you make my ego feel better by decreasing the difficulty? No. Get good. Casey asks, this might have been answered before, but is there a plan to re-implement adding friends, or is it even possible in the current state of the game? Well, we definitely want to bring back all of the social features. We even want to add more to them, like being able to link Discord with your profile. I know Discord has rich game like awareness, so you can maybe have it pop up saying, "Oh, I'm playing this level or this multiplayer session, join me." And something we really want to push for is the ability to live stream from within the game itself. So being able to just click a button and go live to services like Twitch, Mixer, YouTube, etc. Finally, from Papaya, will we be seeing a revival of the level awards anytime soon? And this is one I left last for a good reason, and that's to say, yes, the level awards are coming back in a big way. Starting on January the 1st, we will be opening voting for the Level of the Year awards. So any levels granted XP status from the 1st of January 2019 to the 1st of January 2020, the levels have to be uploaded in that window, have to get XP status. All of those levels will be eligible, and we're going to be entering them into like a bracket style voting until level 1 designer is crowned the best of 2019. More details on that to come closer to the date of the tournament, and if you haven't got any levels on the Play browser marked XP from this year, now's your last chance to get some levels onto the Play browser. Alright, just about covers it for this episode. There won't be a new design challenge, as we'll be focusing on Level of the Year. Plus, it'll give you a chance to kind of, make a level with your own themes and ideas. So, I will see you all next month. This isn't brandy, it's Pepsi Max. I'm nowhere near fancy enough to have a full glass of brandy.